I'm in the land of Carlsberg beer, once the home of Hans Christian Andersen, and where you can find the Little Mermaid. Welcome to Copenhagen. I'm in Tivoli Gardens. It's not just a garden, but a very large amusement park. This is one of those very traditional theme parks where most of its rides are still made out of wood. The park was built in 1843, and its most popular ride, the roller coaster, was built in 1914. Some of the more popular personalities who have visited the park are Hans Christian Andersen and Walt Disney. I think this is a must visit when you go to Copenhagen because it's very old fashioned and very romantic. I got myself a 72-hour Copenhagen card which gave me access to many attractions such as the Tivoli Gardens. The card also gives you free rides on Copenhagen's transport system. Make sure to stay until night falls because the park transforms into something magical when they turn on the lights. I'm in the Copenhagen City Hall, one of the most iconic and most beautiful buildings in the city. It's also one of the tallest. In fact, for a price, you can go up the viewing platform. That's the one under the clock. But take note that there are no elevators going up, so it could be very challenging, but also very rewarding because the views are breathtaking. I'm in the National Museum of Denmark. You could spend hours exploring the museum. There are 4 levels with an extensive collection of artifacts from Denmark's history. Right now, they have a special exhibit with the largest ever collection of treasures from the Viking Age. The Viking Age is featured in the museum's largest exhibition hall, where you can see the legendary Danish Viking ship and Denmark's largest Viking treasure trove of jewelries, clothes, and weapons. I'm in the Christiansborg Palace. This used to be the home of Danish kings and queens, but now it houses the Danish Parliament, the Supreme Court, and the Ministry of State. Some sections of the palace are open to the public, but unfortunately, the more exciting ones like the reception hall and the royal stables are closed today. But there are 2 sections that are open, so let's go visit them. I'm in the ruins underneath the Christiansborg Palace, so when they built the current palace, they preserved the ruins of the old castle, but it remained hidden for a very long time until it was discovered in the early 1900s. So now this is it. They added some lighting, some monsters, some dragons, and some sound effects. I'm sure this is an attraction that the kids will enjoy. I'm in the royal kitchen in the Christiansborg Palace. So this kitchen slash museum gives you a unique look into the behind the scenes of royal parties and celebrations. But I don't see any action going on now. All I see are copper pots and kitchen equipment. But yeah, it's still very interesting. I'm in the Round Tower. This tower was built as an observatory way back in the early 17th century. And there are no staircases, so to go up, you would need to take this spiral walkway. And when you reach the top, there's a magnificent view of the old part of Copenhagen. This observatory is still being used by amateur astronomers and tourists and is the oldest functioning observatory in Europe. If you're in the mood for some shopping, make sure to pass by this very popular shopping street in Copenhagen. It's more than 1 kilometer long, so I'm sure you'll find something that you like. I'm in Nyhavn. The view behind me is such an iconic postcard perfect scene of Copenhagen. So there's a long row of painted houses with restaurants in front. This is the perfect place to have a meal and enjoy the views of the canal. When you visit, make sure to check out house numbers 18, 20, and 67. These are the houses that Hans Christian Andersen lived in at certain points in his life. I'm in the Botanical Gardens, which is home to the largest collection of plants in Denmark. They have 13,000 species of plants inside their 27 glass houses. You can get a ticket to go inside the glass house. The biggest one is the one in the middle called the Palm House. And they also have a butterfly garden. Or if not, you can just go around the outdoor gardens. It's free of charge. I'm in the Rosenborg Castle. This was built in the early 17th century. Now it serves as a museum where you can see royal rooms, including the coronation thrones. They also have an exhibit of royal treasures, including the crowns of Danish kings and queens. Make sure to drop by the Rosenborg Garden, also known as the King's Garden, before you leave. Its lovely lawns are a popular spot for a picnic in the summer when the huge flower beds are in bloom. I'm in the National Gallery of Denmark, Denmark's largest art museum featuring collections of Danish and international art from the past 7 centuries. Here you can enjoy European classics from the Renaissance, as well as modern and contemporary art. This museum is especially popular for having an extensive collection of Danish Golden Age art, as well as for having one of the world's best Matisse collections. Make it a point to find the works of the great masters like Rubens and Picasso. I'm in Frederick's Church, also known as the Marble Church. This is very easy to spot because of its characteristic copper green dome. This church is a favorite among couples to get married in, so every Friday and Saturday, the wedding bells would ring non-stop. I think there's a wedding happening right now. I'm in Amalienborg Palace, the home of the royal Danish family. The palace actually consists of 4 identical palace facades around an octagonal-shaped courtyard. And in the center of the courtyard is the statue of King Frederick V, the founder of Amalienborg. You can purchase tickets to go inside the Palace Museum where you would see some of the royal rooms and royal jewels. And most people time their visit around 12 p.m. when the changing of the guard ceremony happens. After the changing of the guards, find your way to the Palace Museum and marvel at the Queen's jewelry collection, including priceless pieces of medallions, Fabergé eggs, and crowns. I'm in the Citadel. This is one of the best preserved star fortresses in Northern Europe. It is constructed in the form of a pentagram with bastions at its corners. Today, the buildings inside the Citadel are being used as military barracks and offices. However, the area is open to the public and people would come here to relax and do some exercise. I'm in the statue of the Little Mermaid. This is surely the most famous landmark here in Copenhagen. This was built in 1913 as a tribute to Hans Christian Andersen. The Little Mermaid has been a victim of vandalism several times. People poured paint all over her. They would cut off her arms, her head, but each time they would restore the Little Mermaid so that she could greet visitors of Copenhagen a warm welcome. I'm in the Church of Our Savior. This church is famous for its spiral staircase outside of its spire, which leads to a viewing platform on top. If you're up for an adventure, then you can take the 400 steps up with the last 150 steps on those spiral staircase. But the long climb is worth it because you will be rewarded with a breathtaking view of the city and of the harbor. While the church is most famous for its spire, the inside of the church is beautiful too, with its intricate Baroque design. It took me about 20 minutes to walk up the spire, and my legs were burning after that. But this view was worth all of it. I'm in Freetown, Christiania. This is a former military base that sat abandoned for many years until a group of hippies started living here. The people of Christiania have declared autonomy from the Danish government and they've set up their own laws. So people visiting Christiania should respect those laws. Some sections of the place are not allowed to be photographed, but there are still some cafes, shops that you can visit. Canal tours are a wonderful way of seeing Copenhagen and a great opportunity to see this beautiful capital from a different perspective. During the tour, you will see Frederick's Church, the Royal Danish Playhouse, St. Nicholas Church, the Church of Our Savior, and, of course, The Little Mermaid. These are the 18 places I visited during my 4-day visit in Copenhagen. The rich history of Denmark, tracing back to the Viking Age, plus the city's wonderful modern architecture, make me so excited for the day when I visit this wonderful city again.